This is Angela Briggs. I'm here with, and I've got Lieutenant Jimmy Phelps of the Glasgow Police Department. And today I'm going to ask all the questions that you guys have always wanted to ask an officer, but maybe have not had the opportunity. How are you doing this morning?
I'm fine.
So let's talk a little bit about this construction
Yes,
they've got going on
Yes, ma'am.
in downtown Glasgow, there at the intersection of the bypass and
North Jackson.
North Jackson, yes. No, bypass and,
Well, North and South Jackson.
yeah, highway, yes.
Highway,
The intersection there by Walgreens and
Yes.
White Castle. There at 6880 and the bypass.
Yes.
That's where we know where we're at, folks, I promise. So, so when you come into construction traffic like that, is that the time to catch up on your email?
Absolutely not. No
Is it-
time while you're driving is time to catch up on your email, send a text, take a phone call. That's not a good time to do any of that.
Right, and how big of an issue is distracted driving?
Oh, it's a huge issue.
What if I think I'm an expert driver and I think I can email and talk and change the radio? What if I think I can do all that? Can I really?
It takes just a fraction of a second to change someone's life forever, whether
Right.
it's yours or someone else's.
Right.
It is not worth that brief second of taking your mind off of what you're doing, which is driving.
Right.
Taking your eyes off the road.
Right.
There's not a text message that you will ever receive, or an email, or a phone call that you will ever receive that is so important that you have to answer it right then.
Right. Now let's talk a little bit about construction zones and the reduced speed.
Yes.
What if I'm in a hurry?
That's no excuse. I mean,
So the world doesn't revolve around any
no.
individual
No,
driver.
typically, and most likely, speed fines or traffic violations within a construction zone, the fines are doubled.
Right.
So, and everybody knows what that means. I don't have to go into it. So, that should give you an even more of an incentive not to commit a traffic violation. And not only that, any traffic violation does not specifically end with you getting a traffic ticket. It could move into criminal charges as well.
Right. And that's because a vehicle versus pedestrian accident is not going to be a good one. And these folks are out there working in the construction zones, and that's basically why the limit's reduced.
Yes, that's primarily the reason.
One of my biggest pet peeves is people do not use turn signals.
Right.
Do you see that a lot?
We do.
Does that drive you as crazy as it drives me?
Well, I mean, it's a traffic violation, and it could cause an accident.
Right.
So the idea is that you need to initiate your turn signal.
Around 100 feet or somewhere,
It's
isn't it?
suggested around 100 feet.
Right.
The sooner the better.
Right.
You do not need to change lanes without signaling
Right.
because you could potentially cause an accident.
Right. And it's simple, and it just click down or click up. It's pretty much.
Should take less than 3 seconds for you to get your turn signal.
Right. Okay, let's talk a little bit about trying to parallel park on the square. Okay. I have a problem with this all the time. If I'm behind somebody and they put their turn signal on the parallel park, I should give them enough space
Absolutely.
to pull forward and parallel park.
Yes, because if not, then you're defeating their effort.
I will volunteer to pass out parking tickets for the Glasgow Police Department when it comes to parking around the square, if you would like for me to do that.
I believe we are fine. Don't believe that.
I don't think he's going to buy into that one. So let's talk a little bit about when I'm coming up to an intersection.
Correct.
And there's a turning lane going right, and I'm going straight. While it may not be a traffic violation, it's common courtesy for me to get in the left lane so people can go on and they can turn right.
Correct.
And it keeps traffic from being so congested.
Correct, yes.
Now, when I see you guys out directing traffic, you guys are trying to make it go as fast as possible, right?
Well, depending on the situation, if
Right.
we're out
I'm saying you're trying to make traffic move as quickly as possible if you guys are out there directing it.
as safely as possible.
Right.
It may not be quick, but
Right.
yes, we are trying to make sure that the intersection is cleared, but the intersection is cleared safely.
Right. Does the level of madness that I might get as a driver, does that have any kind of impact at all on how quickly that the traffic will flow?
No.
Like the madder I get, does traffic flow any quicker?
Absolutely not.
Right. It just puts me in a bad mood, right? Because you guys are really out there. I mean, I can think of 1,000 things you'd probably rather be doing than in the hot beating sun directing traffic.
Well, there are other things that we could be doing, yes, ma'am.
Right. Now let's talk a little bit about, just some common sense things. I'm going on vacation.
Okay.
Should I put that on social media? I'll be out of town this entire week in Florida.
I would highly recommend that you do not.
Right.
I would also recommend that while you are on vacation, that you don't immediately post photos of yourself or any comments on your vacation. That would give someone an idea, or show that you are not in town.
Right.
So it could raise your level of
Basically says, hey, burglars, come in here and get my stuff.
correct.
Right. And because social media, there really is no expectation of privacy. While I may just have my friends on my friends list, that picture could wind up, being shared or screenshotted and sent all over.
It takes a fraction of a second to send it around the world.
Right, exactly. And you guys see that, I'm sure, with some of the cases you all work, is that social media, just because you take a picture here in Glasgow and share it with your Glasgow friends, it could wind up in Taiwan by this afternoon.
Anywhere in the world.
Right. So as far as being safe on social media, just, if you're going to be out of town, don't post it.
I wouldn't post that you are going on vacation, and while you are on vacation, I would highly recommend that you not take any photos while you're on vacation and immediately post them on Facebook.
Right.
I encourage, take all the pictures you want.
Right.
Take all the videos you want. The only thing I'm saying is, while you're on vacation, I wouldn't post anything until you got back.
Right. And one last question I want to wrap this up with. If I think I'm slick and I've got my phone right here and I'm driving, I'm trying to text, can you all see that?
Well, we can see that you're distracted. We won't probably be able to tell what
Right.
exactly it is that you're doing, but we
Right.
will pull you over to find out exactly what you're doing.
Right. Because, nobody's really that. You all are trained to watch what drivers are doing.
Correct.
So no matter how slick I think I am, you guys are probably going to be trained in.
We're probably going to get you.
And again, folks, you don't love to write tickets, but again, it's because
That's not our primary function. Our primary function is to keep the community safe. If it involves us writing a traffic citation, then that's what we'll do.
Again, folks, Lieutenant Jimmy Phelps, where I ask him the questions that I want to know in regard to Glasgow drivers. Lieutenant Phelps, come by and see us anytime.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.